January 1937, off the South Pole. The submarine HMS Victoria has picked up 2 mysterious crates, as well as a young Norwegian explorer, Bjorn Hamsun. Unfortunately, the commando unit carrying out the Polaris operation was unable to save Bjorn's father, Peter. He would always remain a prisoner of an ultra-secret base.
Operation Polaris completed. 2 crates on board. Bjorn Hamsun recovered. Mental state critical. Lieutenant O'Leary reported missing. Returning to base.
Are the 2 crates still covered with ice?
Affirmative.
Do not expose them to heat under any circumstances. Keep an eye on Hamsun. He knows more. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Out. Lieutenant Ryan, given Lieutenant O'Leary's demise, you are now second in command aboard the Victoria.
Welcome back everyone to new Let's Play of Call of Cthulhu Prisoner of Ice. It is a point-and-click game released in 1995 amidst quite a few other titles were released in that decade. Some of the well-known ones like the Monkey Island series, Discworld series, all very fine games. Today we are looking at one that's a bit off, a bit strange perhaps. As you can see, we have a quite nicely drawn background, which is always appreciated. But for some reason they decided to use 3D models as sprites, which is always a strange decision, and even back then it was quite strange, because 3D models don't age that well. I mean, look at poor Ryan here. He's going to be our main protagonist for this game, and this is a follow-up game to a previous title called Shadow of the Comet, which is also a Call of Cthulhu game, and that one had actually drawn pixel graphics. Now, as you might recall from the intro, we are aboard the HMS Victoria and recovered 2 crates, which only one of them was visible on the intro, which also had some kind of nasty tentacle creature inside, which is always a good thing to have. And we are on our way back to Allied territory. As it is a point-and-click game, we got the usual things. We got an inventory that's not visible right now. We can simply use left-click to use something that will that Ryan will comment on, or we can right-click, which will give us a description about things, and also it is used to observe certain objects. Anyway, let's have a chat with some of the people here, like Driscoll.
Talk to the captain, I'm the pilot.
Oh, okay, fine then, mate. We'll talk with Captain Lloyd. We got certain, quite a few options, and new ones come up as we finish dialogues, like for example.
Do you think Hampson will pull through?
We shall do our utmost to ensure that the scientific community does not lose its most brilliant anthropologist.
The voice acting is strange, to put it that way. Sometimes it will feel very off, sometimes it will be okay-ish, like Captain Lloyd. It definitely sounds like that he's talking from inside, but Ryan doesn't appear to be so. Okay, what about the crates?
Are the 2 crates safe, Captain?
Your Secret Service superiors in Washington will be pleased to know that they are now in the hands of the Royal Navy, Lieutenant Ryan.
What about the Polaris, which we heard about? The intro?
That Hampson's got nerve. I wonder how on earth he managed to send us an SOS while in the hands of the Nazis.
Without that chap, Operation Polaris would never have got off the ground.
Vessel on the surface, Captain!
7-degree tilt, climb to within 20 feet. They've tracked us. Dive!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Declare state of red alert. Damage report, Driscoll.
They've hit our stern, Captain!
To the hole, Lieutenant. Follow me. Jones!
The crates!
This is what I meant, that it's weird that they used 3D models for sprites, but they did actual sprite work for the cutscenes. Really strange decision.
Something inside them! Something!
He's dead, Captain.
The flames are going to melt the ice covering the crates.
Oh, looks like they already did. Well, let's just lock the door on him. And I'm just going to do a little save here. I done a few of these. This is a game you can die. And as you can see, someone is really trying to get out of that though. Maybe we could help him. Hello? Oh no! Janky animations. He did a little bow for us. What a nice chap. Yeah, that's pretty much of the majority of the death animations you will see. So we'll definitely try to avoid those. Now we need to extinguish these fires. Very sharpish. And then log off. Jones? There's nothing on him. Poor sailor, he must have sweat, blood and water. There's some crude little puns and jokes in the game.
Driscoll, Lloyd and Jones are dead. There's something alive in the crates. I'm assuming command of the Victoria.
Aye, aye, Admiral. We'll get out of it. What are your orders?
We've got to tame this beast.
The enemy vessel has disappeared from the radar. That's one less worry anyway. What do we do about the creature?
Have some guns. I doubt that they would have.
Are there any weapons on board the Victoria?
No, Admiral. The Victoria is not equipped for offensive operations.
What about Hampson?
Where's Hampson? Maybe he knows something.
They put him in a bunk to sleep, but he's still delirious.
Lloyd knew more than we did. Did he mention the notes on Operation Polaris?
I don't think so. He got his orders directly by radio from Edwards Base.
Is someone keeping an eye on Hampson?
Yes, Wayne is with him.
Okay, that closes up the discussions we can have with this Driscoll. Driscoll? Oh, that's a weird name. Wait, given that everything is drawn in the background, sometimes we will have to do a bit of pixel hunting. Case of point, as this drawer here that we could see the captain closed before. Now, if we left click normally, then we just open it and close it. So we need to right click to check the contents and steal everything that's not nailed down. We can also examine items in our inventory. All I need to do now is find the lock. Look at that contorted body. What kind of creature are you, Ryan? Okay, with this code I should be able to get the radio to work. Spoilers, it's not enough on its own. A wonder of modern technology, it got a blank tape, perfect. Right, let's check on Hampson. Maybe he'll be able to help us. Hello, Wayne. Oh, he does not look too well.
Is Hampson fit enough to talk, Wayne?
No, he hasn't stopped raving since we picked him up, Lieutenant. What's the update on the red alert?
Wayne, Hampson's still not fit to talk?
Not yet, Lieutenant.
We just asked this a moment ago. Well, about the red alert.
Alert maintained. But we're not dealing with an ordinary enemy anymore. Captain Lloyd is dead.
Hell. I'm going up to the bridge.
Hold on, we have to get Hampson to talk.
Okay, for now we can't really talk with him. Stop, his condition is bad enough as it is. Oh, thanks Ryan for stopping me. Is this item here? What's this? As we are dealing with Call of Cthulhu here, occult and religious items oftentimes have surprising effects. This one will have for a different reason. What is this? Saint Christopher is the patron saint of all travelers. I think this oftentimes appears in quite a few of the other Call of Cthulhu games. While this one is, let's just say it's a bit more loosely connected.
Wayne, Hampson's still not fit to talk?
Not yet, Lieutenant.
You can join Driscoll up on the bridge.
I went with the conversation again because we needed him to leave.
Aye, Lieutenant.
He wanted to leave anyway.
Aldrich. Elskat. Negon.
If my memory serves me right, I asked a few Swedish people what this means. He says, I think that I never truly loved anyone. He is having a bad time. And we need to use this on him. Yes, sir. We'll help you.
Nama. Vatan. Cthulhu.
Well, that did not seem to help too much at all.
Nama.
And for some weird reason, we want to record this.
Nama. Vatan. Cthulhu.
Okay, it's running. It's on the tape. Okay, we don't need anything from here right now. Let's go back. Oh no! Ouch! Is he dead? Oh no, Mr. Creature is coming. We can use this on us. Interesting.
Nama. Vatan. Cthulhu.
Bye! This is all.
Poke through. Stay calm.
See? Voice acting, being weird.
I'm done for, Ryan.
You don't have to play nurse with me. Anyway, you don't even look the part. Ah!
Oh no, he passed away.
Bow hit to the Victoria, Admiral.
Have they come back, or did we hit a reef?
I've got nothing on radar, Admiral. That came from within the Victoria.
Any damage?
Flooding in the torpedo room. We need to send an SOS and to pump out that water.
The cutscene didn't exactly give perfect view of what was happening, but basically someone set up a bomb that went off. It's pointless, his heart has stopped beating. Poor devil. Let's talk with Driscoll.
How can we pump out the torpedo room?
We can't do it from here. We need to get inside the torpedo room.
How can we send an SOS?
Only the captain knew the transmission code and the frequency. But maybe Stanley knows.
Why would he know as a engineer?
Where can I find Stanley?
Below, in the engine room. Take this walkie-talkie.
Oh well, thanks. Okay, with this, Driscoll will be able to help me at all times. I'm sure he's very delighted that we would be pestering him all the time. I'll sit down there. Oh no. Stanley's not having a good time.
What happened? This beam collapsed with the impact. Help me!
What can I do to free you?
Use the winch! Hurry, please!
Okay, the solution here is we need to turn this on, and we cannot touch it by ourselves. So maybe we can give a call to Driscoll. Maybe he can help us.
Driscoll! Stanley's trapped under a beam. We've got to get him out.
Turn on the winch and use the walkie-talkie to guide me. I'll operate the winch from the bridge.
Okay, bring in the winch.
That seems like a very bad way to do this. I mean, you definitely would need to want to see what you're doing with that winch.
Aye, aye, Admiral, aye, aye.
Now lower the chain.
Oh, that's perfect guidance.
Okay, the chain's hooked to the beam. Move it.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
No worries. Are you okay? Broke anything? Does not seem like so.
My engines! Oh, my engines!
I think that's the least of your problems, sir. As an adjustable spanner, we'll take it. As being point-and-click adventure protagonists, we'll do anything to pocket everything. The spanner's working, that's great. So Stanley, about the radio.
Okay, I need to send an SOS. Driscoll says you can help me.
My poor engines! My engines!
He really likes his engines, apparently.
Stanley! Captain Lloyd is dead!
Oh my God!
Give me the radio frequency.
107-461. Get us out of here quickly, Lieutenant.
Luckily, we don't need to remember this, otherwise I would be in a bit of a pickle. Because I always keep forgetting these. I'm gonna turn this off just in case. It does not have any effect, but I like to be a bit OCD at times. Okay, we got the radio frequency. So we need to send out an SOS. Sharpish. Damn, I got the right frequency, but how does this filthy box work? It's not a filthy box, Ryan. It's a radio. We need to use the code book here.
Mayday! Mayday! HMS Victoria in trouble! 58 west, 48 south! We're taking on water!
Guess this is an allied ship, since we can't see any flag on them. To me it looks like one of those ships that try to QQ us, just with one extra turret at the front.
Admiral, at the rate we're taking on water, we'll never be able to surface. No Allied vessel will be able to locate us. We need to send something up to the surface.
Up to the surface, huh? Okay, let's see what we can do around here. This is the torpedo room. Damn, the door's electric locking system is activated. That's unfortunate. I'll talk with Cisco, maybe he can help us with that. How are we going to do the training?
How can we pump out the torpedo room? We can't do it from here. We need to get inside the torpedo room.
Oh, duh.
Maybe we could fire a torpedo.
No one will know where it came from. But we could send one of us up to the surface.
I'll go.
Negative. If anyone takes this risk, it's me.
Very brave of you, Ryan.
How do I get to the torpedo chamber? The electrical control box. It used to actuate the opening.
I'm not sure if you hear the weird crackling that the game does with sound and music. I apologize for that. I didn't find a way to fix that.
But in its present state, it's about as much use as a dead fish.
Dead fish. About the big metal dead whale. But here's a hatchet you can use. This is the electric box in question. It's the box that operates the access to the torpedo room. Well, we can't just open it the normal way, so we'll ox it. Yeah. In the most inhuman way possible. And what kind of creature are you? And then we have a tiny little puzzle here. Need to make sure this is set for connections to work. This is here. This here. That should let us in to the torpedo room. Let's check it. Let's check it out. Those are some very well drawn torpedoes. What do you mean? Oh, distress flare. Given a situation, this distress flare could be useful to me. Wink. Oh, we can't open the tube. There's a hole over there. Damn, I almost got my finger stuck. The place for an axis. An axis, you say. See, they went over the border to do pixel work for walking in the water, but the 3D models just... his arms contort. I think I know who the real monster is in this game. So... need something to put on that hole. There happened to be a metal wheel over here. This is what I meant with pixel hunting when I was playing this first. And in test, I had a problem finding this. I had to go pixel hunting all the way. This is what the spanner is for. There we go. We got a wheel. Must have come loose with the impact. I mean, poor Wayne. I'm so surprised that Wayne survived the initial blast at all. That's a very heavy door, at least 100 kilograms or more. These are designed for that, to keep pressure. So, need to drain the water. That valve should be able to help us drain the water, hopefully. Put valve in hole. Metal wheel fits perfect. Spin wheel. Let's turn this metal wheel. Bit of luck. Okay, the water is raining out. How fortunate. But we got another thing to do, and that is to get out. This and the torpedo tube. The opening is big enough, I can enter it. But does our friend have anything to say about this?
Driscoll, I'm going into tube number 26. Stand by for firing in 10 seconds.
Do you have a life jacket, Admiral?
Yeah, the game is not going to let us until we get all the stuff that we need to ensure that Ryan is not going to drown out there. Luckily, there's some things here. I mean, a life jacket. Oh, we got it. And some crampons. We can't poke these. There's nothing in particular to take. It's locked. Empty. Must belong to a sailor. We better respect the private lives of Her Majesty's Armed Forces. That indeed we need to do. Because otherwise we will end up badly. Okay, so we got a life jacket and a distress flare, but we might want a gun that can fire the distress flare. Let's check in this room once more. Oh, there's ice over here. Oops. That's not gonna work. So, this is where the crampons come in. Equip them. This should help me out. Damn, that creature must have superhuman strength. It's completely smashed in, no need to make it worse. There's a chest here? It's not exactly a chest in my opinion, but not aware of English language that well. This is where the key comes in. There we go. We should have everything we need now to escape this horrible sinking ship. Only to keep the crampons on. Well, at least he's alive. Can we use a periscope? Not the Victoria's pilot. Please. Oh yeah, another interesting little thing. Oh. What are they doing? Oh, we can check. For some reason that bugs out. There we go. As you can see, Hampson is gone. Where did he go? I wonder. Maybe it was him who set up the explosives? Anyway, with these... Yes, May West. It's not even loaded. Perfect. Now it's time for us to get shot out.
Driscoll, I'm going into tube number 26. Stand by for firing in 10 seconds.
Hold on tight, Admiral. This'll blow your skirt up.
Admiral, there's a vessel on the surface. With a bit of luck, you won't have to swim for too long. All right, Admiral, let's go! I take my hat off to him. He's got guts, that little lieutenant.
Just staring into the void.
A distress flare! Sound the alarm! We found them!
The Falkland Islands. Edwards Base, 13th of January, 1937.
As far as you're concerned, Ryan, Operation Polaris is over. But while you await your repatriation to Washington, you'll continue to hold the rank of lieutenant in the Royal Navy.
It's interesting that he says lieutenant here, but later they will refer to him as lieutenant. That's something I cannot wrap my head around.
What happened to Ham's son?
We found him exhausted inside a metal locker on board the Victoria. He's been taken to the medical wing on the base.
Is the last Polaris crate safely stowed, Captain Sears?
I've placed it under close watch. Nothing can happen to it.
That's not... I hope you put it in a big freezer, because otherwise if the sardines comes out, you're not going to have fun.
Enter. At ease.
Captain, I've put the film Miss Molly sent outside in the corridor.
Thank you.
You have a projection room here on the base?
Yes, but the projectionist has been confined to barracks by Quartermaster Quincy.
Who is this Miss Molly, Captain?
The code name for one of our spies operating in Germany. I must leave you, Lieutenant. I have matters to deal with. Wait in my office for Quincy. He'll give you your duty roster.
It looks like he's tiptoeing. And he has some serious backside pain. Doesn't work. It's a map of the South Pole, that's a big help. The artist didn't dare sign, I can understand why. Ouch, that's some critic. A calendar. An ID file. We'll just steal it. That's my card file. Also just check around stuff, there's nothing inside. Oh, torn paper 523, page 14. Now we'll steal it. And now it's not nailed down. Let's see. Oh, there's some official papers here. Doesn't work. Again, we need to zoom in. The sheet. An incomplete pass is of no value. It's a form for a pass, and it's incomplete, unfortunately. Well, since it's here, it's going to be important. I can guarantee that. Half the page is missing. Well, there's a safe behind it. But I better not touch anything. Quincy could arrive any second.
Lieutenant? Your
Yes.
duty roster, Lieutenant?
Hmm?
Please wait in the captain's office. The quartermaster will be along presently to give you your duty roster.
Yeah, they're going to harass us back. There's a pack of cigarettes here. Again, it's hard to see.
Quartermaster Quincy?
Looks like a man who has a stick up his ass.
Oh, here's your duty roster.
Long arms.
Lieutenant, you have nothing more to do here.
See, Lieutenant.
I've already wasted enough time drawing up your duty roster. Some effects belonging to Hampson have disappeared. I need to find them.
Well, he sounds bored. Meanwhile, in the basement. That's Hampson, by the way. Whoosh.
Lieutenant?
Well, he seems to be getting better.
Your duty roster, Lieutenant?
Here it is.
Alarm! All guards to the basement! All guards to the basement!
Here is off. Like if he would have some kind of chronic stomach pain. Why, sir? It's the radio room. There's an auto for the radio. It would be stupid to throw it away. It's the shawl, the radio man. We don't have anything to do here right now, so Let's go out and take a gander. How many skeletons are hidden in that wardrobe? Oh, oh, oh. Some jokes around. Sabers. That's Shaw's field of auction. Should try something else. A few things here we can poke, but they're just flavor texts. Pity it's so heavy. Am I in a military base or an art gallery? How many sailors, how many captains? No, there's nothing underneath. Dust collectors, that's what they are. Ouch. I like how Ryan has the sense that he always looks for things behind the paintings. Also, he's pretty calm after he had seen those horrible gribblers on the ship. Oh hey, a projection room. Nothing of interest. It's too securely bolted to the floor, we can't pocket it. No. Discipline must be strict here, there's not a single piece of graffiti on it. There's a man over here whom we want to have a chat with. Mr. McLaglen. First let's check the doors. It's pointless, the door is locked. Stock. Locked.
Are you the projectionist for the base?
Aye, lad, but I've been confined to barracks for a little cigarette trafficking I had going.
Oh, he's Irish.
I haven't been sent by Quincy. I get the impression he's not very keen on me either.
That's more like it. He's added another line in red to my file, you know.
Are there personnel files at the base?
You'll have to ask Shaw about that. He knows everything.
I get the feeling this is going to be a go there, no go here kind of deal.
Quincy has had you confined at Captain Sears' orders?
No, lad. The captain's not the type to confine a man because of 3 cigarettes. He's a good chap, the captain.
Could you screen this film for me?
You're on. Provided you hate Quincy. But what are you up?
We don't have the film in our possession because I kind of forgot to pick it up. It's interesting that the game considered that we already have it in our possession. This is the film in question. On the desk. Yoink. So, I guess these are the cigarettes that were confiscated, or it's just Quincy's own cigarettes, which means that he would be quite a hypocrite. But here you go, Mr. McLaglen.
Here.
I know now it's not one of Quincy's tricks. But I accept only if I can be of service to you.
Oh, there's that film.
Could you screen this film for me?
Give us your film. I'll run it for you.
Okay, now we need to give him the film.
Could you screen this film for me?
It's movie time. The music is spooky enough. It's going to be good. Lifting out something. That man's pose is weird. No.
So, my friend, did you enjoy the film?
Yes, very much so.
Very edifying now, McLaughlin.
What kind of film is it?
Technical, McLaughlin. Very technical.
That's one way to put it. Now, we got preferably what we needed here. Let's look around a bit though. Books all around the place. Detective novels. And more books here. Volumes of military tactics. Oh, hey, look. There's a book that's standing out. Let's check it out. As if 496523. Don't know what that's for yet.
McLaughlin?
Yes, lad?
You shouldn't smoke so much. Bad for your health.
Wow. You had to have a one-liner, didn't you, Ryan? That's fine. Now, you may be wondering what's next? What are we doing? Oh no, he got
Are you
snorted
Lieutenant
on.
Ryan? Hampson has disappeared.
But that means that Hamsunken is actually a blue tentacled slop fiend?
I discovered a strange green slime at the foot of his bunk.
Ew.
Have you noticed anything similar on board the Victoria?
Somewhat.
No, not that I can remember.
That's strange.
And he just walks off. In his weird British way. Now, the way he went is actually might be the way we want to go. To the basement.
Your pass, Lieutenant?
Oh, we need a pass. So that's our next little dilemma here. We need to grab that pass that was in the office. But we kinda need papers for that in the photo. Oh, looks like Ryan is not afraid to use some old tactics to get the photo off papers. There we go, the steam is removing the photo from the sheet. We also want to talk with Shaw, because he knows where the files are located.
I'm Lieutenant Ryan. Do you know where I can find the personnel files?
Ask McLaughlin.
But he sent me...
I spoke to him. He said you could help me.
All right, Lieutenant. The files are next to the armory.
Wow, thanks, mate. Do you have any messages for me, perchance?
No messages for me?
I've just deciphered one for you. Hey, your friends in Washington are all paranoid.
Well, with these creatures around, I wouldn't be
An
surprised.
intercepted coded message originating from Edwards Base, destined for Germany. A traitor is operating from within the base. Look up the personnel files, and keep an eye on Hamsun.
I do apologize for the occasional stops. Having a nasty hay fever. And sometimes I just need to stop to sniffle and such. Luckily Quincy's not in here anymore. Before it was mentioned that there is indeed a safe behind here. The painting swivels, I thought as much. Well, you're a smart man, Ryan. And we need a code. This is the code that was in the book. So 496 52 3. There we go. What's inside? Huh, it's a key. And just to be on the safe side, we need to actually close the safe. I better put the painting back in place. We can't leave the room without putting the painting back. So what are these? Already inked, it's perfect, it's a stamp. I know that face, right? Hey, this is the key to the Victoria self-destruct system. Sears must have recovered it. Indeed he did. Now about those papers, we should have everything to make this work. Snap on our photo. Look at that face. Damn. You weren't in a very good mood when they taken it, were you, Ryan? And we stamp it. Ah, we have official papers. I'm risking a court-martial if they discover it's a fake. Ah, don't worry, we are protagonists. That's not going to happen, right? Now we are able to get in here. Whoosh. And he's back. Hampson's back. He slopped his way back.
Your pass, Lieutenant?
Here's my pass, sir.
Here you are.
Looks like we didn't check clearly.
Lieutenant? Lieutenant?
We can talk with them. Man, we have some issues.
I must have eaten something that was off. Where's the sick bay?
Behind you, Lieutenant.
I've been ordered to help Quartermaster Quincy find Hamsun's belongings.
Good luck, Lieutenant. That closet's a real junkie.
He just says the same. You can't go in here yet. Public notice. Procedure in the event of fire. Fire? Interesting. There's nothing underneath. This is the storeroom, and let's see. It's the apocalypse. No point in me getting cluttered with this junk, but I'm sure it fits in your pocket. What about the grid? That's a weird noise. What on earth is this green slime? First we want to pick up this tin. It's empty and has been for some time, judging by the smell. Let's check out the box. Oops. It's the guard, and he looks quite dead. Stop, we owe him respect. He suffered atrociously before dying. We can't. This was just a little thing we could miss, and will be mentioned later. Meanwhile, somewhere else, where the box is being kept, two very attentive looking guys.
All right there, lads. Time to change the guard.
Well, you'll see for yourself. They've replaced Finlayson's cigarette paper with toilet paper.
Finlayson coughed all day because of the smoke. A real steam engine.
The gun they are holding looks very much like the guns used in Germany. I think it was the MP44. Not 100% certain. These are some tooth nails. We want to go to the doctor. Magazine. Travels to Argentina. Doesn't work. Well, of course it doesn't work. That's not how you use them. Oh, well, let's stop. We strand.
Hello, Lieutenant. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me some more info about Quincy?
Oh, in my 5 years in the army, I've never come across such an irritating character. He's only just arrived here and already he's managed to... Oh, it's horrible.
Wow, that accent.
I've got to see the doctor. It's very urgent.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go find out if he can see you.
No, we just need to wait.
Lieutenant, the doctor will see you now. You may go...
Now, here we got the
So,
options.
what's your problem? Phlebitis? Diphtheria? A bout of malaria?
A bit of all. We can say everything's fine, or have a deep problem. I guess we will not be adventurers anymore. This is the correct answer, but first let's see what he says if he say a knees hurting.
I've had this small pain in my knee ever since I ejected from the torpedo launcher, Doctor.
I don't deal with circus artists, Lieutenant.
Oh well, he didn't appreciate it.
What else can I do for you?
I've got to see the doctor.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go find out if he can see you.
It's pretty much the same answer. If we say everything's fine,
Lieutenant, the doctor will see you now. You may...
I'm sure he will be happy.
What now? Show me what you've eaten. You really ate that?
Yes, it was delicious.
Don't move. I'll get the medicine you need.
Just want to distract him because we need this assembly manual. Which the game doesn't tell us what we need it for. You'll find it out soon enough.
Take this tablet. Don't hesitate to come back if you don't feel any better.
Oh, bye, Doctor. And well, suddenly, all fine. We didn't even get the pills. Oh, hello, Quincy. Hi, Quincy. Now, this is the armory.
What is it?
It's not especially stated, but we can use the assembly manual on Finlayson.
Well, at last someone who appreciates the finer things in life. Come in, Lieutenant, come in!
I guess he likes guns. Oh, we want to take this extinguisher. Yoink. And speak with Finlayson.
Yes, Lieutenant?
I need to consult the personnel files.
I don't think so, Lieutenant. Only Captain Sears and Quartermaster Quincy have access to these files. Captain Sears? Oh, he's handier with the saber than he is with the pistol. Quincy, he came and consulted the file just a while back.
Interesting info. He has a cigarette still burning here and he's far too preoccupied to notice us taking it. However, I'm going to make a save. Because what we are about to do can backfire on us, and I'm gladly going to show you how it's going to happen. Make a little fire here. Better watch what I do now. Do-do-do. Nice weapons.
My God, the bin's burning! Why, you're mad, you're a saboteur! I'm notifying Captain Sears!
London has been notified of your attempt at sabotage. The court-martial awaits you. The Navy knows how to deal with traitors the likes of you.
That was one of the death endings, but let's see how we can avoid the man's gaze after we set fire to his bin. There's this shady corner here. We can stand in this shady corner and nobody will see us.
My God, the bin's burning! Where's the extinguisher? Marsh! Marsh! What? Fire alarm! Evacuate! It's going to blow!
Ah, don't worry guys, I got this under control. Fire's out, no damage. Now we can get into the file room. And look around. Hey, all the card files have disappeared. Someone else took interest in them before me. I have to find out who. Just a minute, there's one card file left on someone called Parker. Just repeating, you cannot really check what's there. Let's close it. Parker, huh? Let's get out of here.
Congratulations, Ryan. You're always in the right place at the right time.
You wouldn't make it sound suspicious.
Come with me to my office. I have things to tell you. The lost Polaris crate has been found in pieces, and the body of one of my men has been found in the closet.
The one we found.
You will not leave this office until I have found out what happened on board the Victoria. There is a creature roaming about the base. How did you get rid of the one on the Victoria?
With an incantation.
It's interesting that sometimes the conversation follows, but we don't answer right away. It's really weird.
An incantation?
Under hypnosis, Hampson screamed out an incantation that was capable of destroying the creature.
What was the phrase?
I had recorded it, but I lost the recorder when I ejected it out of the Victoria.
Does not contain iodine.
The Navy does not believe in incantations. Go back on board the Victoria. It's docked at the base harbor.
Also, the Navy doesn't believe in monsters.
See if you can lay your hands on some of Hampson's belongings. I am sure the answer is to be found on board the submarine.
Indeed. Well, some of the answers. We're back at the submarine, but we can't enter because it's locked. There's a cable here. You can use here on the bar. So that we can cross this patch of ice. Ryan seems to have a huge problem with ice. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's two objects. I'm not sure why they are separate, because we need to combine them. As is point and click protagonist fashion. That we can use to open the bridge. There we go. We are back here. There's nothing left now. We can't actually go any other place, sadly. Oh, I apologize. Discord seems to be still on. Now, Hampson's belongings. It's empty. Let's check over here, maybe. Probably a box of chocolates. Well, only one place left. The locker. They said they found him in a locker. Note papers. What are these? CS was right. These are more incantations. Yay, let's get out of here. Oh no. It's a slot monster. Click the button. Self-destruct sequence started, and we'll just run around him and he'll stand there like a lemon. Run!
Stop, Lieutenant!
What's up?
The radio operator's dead, the radio room has been sabotaged. All communications have been cut and Captain Sears has disappeared.
The Victoria has just exploded!
Let the lieutenant pass. My office, Lieutenant, on the double. I took a sample of Hampson's blood. Take a look.
Oh, that's definitely weird. I smell a bit of John Carpenter, that's that thing going on.
So, what?
That's a very educational answer of you, Ryan.
There's something that isn't human in his cells. When they brought me Hampson, he was holding a strange little book. Here.
A prisoner of ice cannot cross a doorway unless a line has been drawn across its threshold with the blood of someone possessed. A stone allows you to send the prisoners of ice back into the void. This stone is called the Nar Stone.
The stone behind the map!
That was quick. Oh, we stayed long and broke him. He died. But apparently the sign is working. Everyone left. Well, I do not blame them. Wait. There's nothing else for us here. As it was mentioned, the stone we are looking for is behind the map. So we'll go and check that out. Sharpish. Although the monster cannot break the seal, cannot escape. Well, let's see. Hey, I didn't notice that little red point in the center of the map. Wink. That was a very nice effect for its time. Hiding place. So, it has a weird head and a secret report. This is the stone mentioned in Hampson's notepapers. How fortunate. Hey, these are German documents in this dossier. So, in the end, it was CS who is the traitor. The Baxter question, is he a slob fiend as well? Need to go back and have a little chat with our otherworldly friend. Come on, Ryan. Got our weapon and we're going to use it. Hello, sir. Got the stone. Would you like it? Enjoy your stay in hell. It'll make a change of climate. Wow, sick one-liner, dude. And we can check the code files. These are the personal code files that Quincy stole. Files from the base, at last.
I don't know what's happened to Sears, but the encoded documents you found behind the map come from the Schloss Adler Nazi base. Sears was a traitor.
Quincy had discovered that before we did. I realized that when I picked up the personnel files Quincy'd stolen. He'd been investigating for a long time. I'm going to go and have Sears' documents decoded.
Good luck, Ryan. I suppose we won't be seeing you again. However, you have done honor to the British uniform.
Congratulations, Ryan. The coded documents enabled us to rediscover the trail of a certain John Parker.
John Parker, by the way, is the protagonist of the previous game, Shadows of the Comet.
This man is an expert in magic rites and an old friend of Hamsun's. In a letter addressed to Bjorn Hamsun, Parker mentions a book from the library at Buenos Aires, reference OTR 2832. Find Parker or the book.
Or maybe both.
Buenos Aires, 16th of January, 1937.
Surprised you are not shaking, Ryan, from all those things you've seen. Ryan just stops, looks at the man, and is like, wow, you play weird, sir. Oh, that man has a gun and is following us. What's going to happen here in the Buenos Aires Museum? We'll see next time. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. I'm going to be uploading these on the weekends now, because that's much more convenient for me to do so, and it's also perhaps better for you guys as well. If you got any comments or thoughts, do feel free to share them. Bye.